Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Midday Market Update. My name is Glenn, Senior Stock Market Strategist for Hi, my name is Glenn. Welcome to our channel. I'm the Senior Stock Market Strategist for VectorVest. Glad to have you here. If you can hear me, by all means, please respond in the affirmative, preferably with VV Nation, and let me know that I am coming across loud and clear. Thank you so much for all of the comments that we've gotten so far in the chat about the Tampa 2-Day. That is our flagship seminar that we do every single year. And man, it did not disappoint. I got to meet a lot of VV Nation people out there. Florida Dream is there that I saw. Marty, there we go. I saw Marty there as well. And we had, Marty was with me and a couple other people. I told you we were going to smoke a little bit of cigars. We did. We had fun. It was only 4 of us. Alton, are you here yet? Jerry, are you here yet? We had a great time. We smoked a couple of cigars. We talked. We drank a little bit. Had a little fun. It was good. It was good. So, hello, Glenn and VV Nation. No sound. James, what is up with Jake? Jake just messed up something. Jake just messed up. Oscar. Oh, that's right. Oscar was there. Did you see Oscar? Where's this? I didn't see him chat in, but we met a lot of people, a lot of VV Nation people. Why not Derby presentation? Is that all book? What do you mean the Derby presentation? We did that this morning. We had, if you gotta have the Derby, you gotta have real time in the Derby to join the Jockey Club. Steve did the Jockey Club this morning. I will have it tomorrow. No show for Joey, no face for the name. Well, Joey's not going to show himself unless you were there live. Unless you were there live, you didn't get to meet Joey. All right, so that's how that went. Hi, Natasha. Long time no hear. I got you. I'm here, Glenn. There you go, Oscar. Shorted me on the cigar together. No, I'm sorry. No, I didn't mean to short you on that. I apologize. We had fun, though. We had fun. Amir, I'm glad you weren't there. Hold on, I got to laugh at that. What, Joey? I'm just saying. I am nice. Amir, maybe next year. Hopefully we get to meet. All right. Hopefully maybe we get to meet. I loved your suit. Thank you, Amir. See, and Joey, I feel bad because Joey was like, man, why you do that to Amir? He said he liked my suit. Had some Cafe Bustelo without you. I know. I got my Cafe Bustelo and I got some water. All right, come to Cali. Well, we've been to Cali. Amir, you know I love you, man. You know I love you, Amir. And Marty says, Amir, he was. Marty came up and says, is Amir here? He did want to meet you, Amir. Jake, it was great to meet you, Glenn. Wait a minute. Was Jake there? Joey?
I think he's just trolling. He's in here saying there's no sound. I don't know.
I think he's trolling too. I was like, he would have came over and said he was Jake. He didn't do that. All right. So with that being said, folks, a lot of good things coming up for the year. Remember, I got a 6 p.m. video tonight on the top 5 stock picks for the week, both for the U.S. and for Canada. And I am already starting a new portfolio for the top 5 picks going forward into 2024. You want to know more about how that's going to be managed? Make sure you watch the 6 p.m. video tonight. And Jake probably is right. You would have slapped me silly once, and then you would have been carried out by a lot of folks. And Joey would have been like, you don't smack my Glenn. Right, Joey? Joey would have been, you don't smack my friend. There wasn't a presentation for the Derby at the seminar. Ray mentioned there are probably 1 million people watching. Is that the flagship? No, we were not doing a presentation for the Derby at the seminar. We do the Derby on a weekly basis, every day, 5 days a week. But I don't think Ray said, because it wasn't in the slides for us to do a Derby presentation, not this year. Furby says a real story regarding Elon Musk and other engineers from SpaceX may have a drug problem. Ooh, I didn't see that story. How do you sign up for the 6 p.m. video? Howard, you're going to get an alert. If you've subscribed to the channel and you've hit the, what's the button, Joey? The bell icon, then you will get an alert when the 6 p.m. video comes out. All right. Then after Glenn watches Michigan beat Washington. The problem is with that, I got lodged tonight, so I can't watch the game. Sigh. I got lodged tonight. All right, with that, let's talk about what's going on in the market. As you can see on the homepage, a lot of yellow. All right, does it mean that you go get rid of everything? No, you've already should have been managing your plays. We've been talking about that for the longest time. A lot of yellow doesn't mean a lot of red yet. We do have one red light in the color guard pricing column. The primary wave is down now 5 out of the last 6 days. Remember, that's a fast indicator. The DEW is still up. The confirmed call is still up. So with that being said, we still got a little bit more upside until something really pushes the market down, which really hasn't happened yet. Bill says DVR it, Glenn. Who DVRs anything? Joey might. Joey might still DVR. I don't DVR anything. NVIDIA going like gangbusters. Yes, it is. It is still rocking and rolling. Might be a stock if you're still holding. You should only be still holding about half of the position. All right, take those profits. Just take those profits. I just received it from the Wall Street Journal. I didn't see that story yet. I need to take a look at that. Christopher says, I'm coming next Tampa trip, GT. I hope so. For all of y'all who went to the Tampa 2-day live, type a 1 if it was worth the trip. For all of you who went live to the Tampa 2-day, type 1 if it was worth the trip. All right, just let us know. Steve mentioned that it's a stock to never sell, waiting for Glenn's list of buy and never sell. I don't have a list of buy to never sell yet. I don't, maybe I need to think about that. All right, change the hotel. Heck no, that hotel, with the exception of the issues that we had, that was the first time in all these years that I could remember us having that kind of issue. The hotel is right in the airport, which was great. All right, which was great. So, and we've been doing it for the last X amount of years. I enjoyed watching on YouTube, says Michael. Excellent. All right. So with all of that being said, let's go talk about what's going on in the market. Let's take a look at the market timing graph. And there it is. All right. Oops. Let's go. Don't touch nothing, Joey. I got this. Here's my market timing graph. A little bit of a rebound today, coming off a level of support. Level of support sitting at 61.15. Look at that rebound. The 3 and the 8 haven't crossed back up yet. Is this the extent of the downturn? I don't know. I'm not going to say yes. I'm not going to say no. All right, I'm not going to say yes, I'm not going to say no, but I'm going to play the day. The day is moving up. We do have the MTI down to a level of 1.5, still in a level of showing that the market is overextended, but maybe leveling out a little bit. We'll keep our eyes on that. Nothing is ever never sell. I'm with you, Sherilyn. I don't know if I can make a list or make a video on never sell. Unless they are legacy stocks that you're holding, those would be the only stocks that I would tell you to never sell. If someone gave you GE at $1.25 and gifted that to you, I'm not going to ever tell you to sell that stock. So Sherilyn is kind of right. I'm probably only going to be looking at stocks that are probably legacy stocks that I would tell you to never sell. Debbie says, why are stocks like AMD, SHOP rated F or sell when they are going up? Debbie, just because a stock is going up doesn't mean that the stock has to remain or be a buy. So you're looking at AMD. Let me answer that question on the fly. AMD, let's go take a look at it. Put this in a 3-month graph. AMD is a buy. AMD is a buy. Let's go look at Shopify. Shopify is a buy. They're both buys, Debbie. They're both buys. They're not sells. They are going up, bottom left, top right. I've got trend in play. I don't have the trigger, but from a longer term perspective, I'm looking at this trend in play. All right, what do you think about UCO? I'm going to talk about oil in a second. Dr. D in his book calls them ruler stocks. Now, ruler stocks, and I've got another way of looking at stocks that go bottom left, top right, and those are high CI stocks. But those are high CI stocks. Sand says, but there are some 20 years later you wish you wouldn't have. Again, let's do this on the fly. Let's go do this on the fly. If I'm going to look at stocks that I want to look at long term and not get rid of, I'm going to sort our watch list, our stock viewer, by CI. High CI, High CI stocks are stocks that go up consistently. And actually, they go up more than they go down. So I look at some of the stocks that there's NVIDIA. All right, here's the ETF for NVIDIA. It made the list. It made the list with high CI. If I were to graph these stocks, all right, you want to talk about stocks not to sell. Bottom left, top right. What else is in here? FBL. Ooh, I'm not feeling that. I wonder if that was a split. It was not. I don't know. I got to take a look at why that's a high CI stock. I got to double check that. That don't look so pretty. FTAI. Look at these. Rolls-Royce, Abercrombie and Fitch. NVIDIA, probably, if you look at the graph, it does probably go up more than it goes down. It's a little bit more volatile. Taste. Wow. MAKSY, SkyWest. You know, if I'm going to look at stocks that I really want to hold on to, how about we match those high CI stocks up with the MPI? Looking at trend. These stocks are definitely trending high. Look at that. CB, a little bit more volatile, but look at the trend. All right. So that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at. And if I want to look at a list of ruler stocks, I can always go to the unit search tool. All right. Go to the unit search tool. Go to searches, prudent. Let's go look at ruler stocks. Let's run that real quick. And here's the criteria for it. If you have the VectorVest system, everyone has that if you have the system. But there's NVIDIA, Celsius, Salesforce, ServiceNow, SMCI. These are what Dr. DeLito likes to call ruler stocks. These are stocks that you can put a ruler on the screen that tend to just go up and up. Ooh, Celsius. Ooh, that looks kind of ugly. UGLY, CRM, now. Is Celsius, SMCI starting to move again? But again, when I look at the graph, I can see which ones are a little bit more, which ones are a little bit more volatile in the plays. But if I look at these stocks for the most part, these stocks are just going up and up. Ooh, not that one. Not that one. Don't go by that one. Now, if I look at ruler stocks, they meet the criteria. Why are some of these stocks going down? Well, that goes to show a lot of what's going on in the market. Remember that the market's direction affects about 80% of the stocks in the market. Joan, great to meet you as well. Great to meet you as well. I had an opportunity to meet a lot of VV Nation people. It was freaking awesome. I like to play CI for long term. Much appreciated, Glenn. You got it, Sam. What do you think is better over the long term, RS or CI? Understand that there's two different types of indicators. RS is a fundamental indicator, whereas CI is a technical indicator. So I am going to say that it all depends on your what are you looking for? What are you looking for? Now, rank CI, RS by CI, and you'll get the cream of the crop with, I like that sort, RS times CI, because you've got combination of a fundamental indicator times a technical indicator. That's a great sort. You do get the best of both worlds. Good fundamental stocks that go up more than they go down. So that is a great sort. All right. So there we go. Let's clear that. So that was kind of cool. You know me. I don't mind answering questions, even if it takes me out of the flow of what I already had planned. I never fear answering questions live, even if they go outside of what I was going to do, because I think that the question is good enough for me to answer, to give some clarity. And I do that I try to do that as much as I can. Is my understanding correct? CI is a measure of a price and RS is a measure of earnings predictability. Absolutely. CI is the technical indicator. Technical analysis is only based off of two things, price and volume, whereas RS is a fundamental indicator, looks at the stock's consistency and predictability of financial performance. So, Mr. Glenn, tell me what to do with my stock. I need your affirmation. Stop it, Sherilyn. Stop it, Sherilyn. Don't do that to me. I got enough with that with my good friend Amir, who I'm trying to help in a tremendous way. All right, Sherilyn. Because I did talk about that at the 2-day, right? You guys don't need my affirmation. You don't. You guys are smart enough. As long as you understand the indicators, and that's why Sherilyn said that, you're smart enough to learn the indicators to understand what to do. I just need to get Amir on board with that. He's good at what he does. He's good at what he does. He doesn't need my affirmation. I'm going to make him put on his big boy pants. I'm going to make him Amir, put on your big boy pants. Take the pull-ups off. Okay. There we go. All right. So you guys got me all off track. Hold on. I got you for AQST. Hey, don't give me your stocks yet, though. Don't get me. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you, Maria. Oh, did you get tornado, Janice, in Louisiana? I know the South was getting ready to get pummeled. I knew the South was getting ready to get pummeled. We got a lot of rain on Saturday in Tampa. We got a lot of rain. I hope all you folks out there are staying safe. Leave me alone, Jake. Leave me alone. Talk about hurry up, Glenn. This ain't the Jockey Club. I'm not getting ready for 9:30. Leave me alone. All right, let's go talk about some news. Let's go look at the news. You know that I always like to take a look at what's going on from the perspective of what's going on. Nation's top economists are short-term happy. See this? Long-term glum. Now, I did see over the weekend that the Fed said that interest rate hikes are still on the table. After saying at the end of last year that we need to look for 3 cuts. That's mixed news, and it creates uncertainty. And stock markets don't like uncertainty. Dave says, Amir, Glenn will teach you how to fish. Remember, give a man a fish, he eats for a day. Teach a man how to fish, and you'll never see him on the weekends. Sigh. That's funny. All right, because you know something? I fish. I go fishing. I ain't caught near one fish yet. Not one. Not one. And Koo, when Joey is not here, Koo is my producer. Koo has been telling me for the longest time, yeah, Glenn, we're going to go. Because Koo fishes, and he catches good fish. I have yet to catch a doggone fish. Not a fish, not one. And Koo won't take Uncle Glenn out. I think we need to make a thing. Everybody's got to get Koo to take Uncle Glenn fishing. All right? That's everybody, when Koo is on, he'll be on Friday. We need to start a campaign for Koo to take Uncle Glenn fishing. All right? So that's what's going to happen. All right, long-term glum. Now, I take a look at that long-term glum, looking that we're in an election year. I don't know how I feel about the long-term glum. I think that the Fed is going to do the things that he needs to do to make the economy look great, blah, 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 which he should not be doing, but he will. All right, but he will. And so I'm not sure how I feel about the long-term glum. I think that the first half of the year might be tough. I don't think that the Fed, and this is my opinion, people think that the Fed's going to start cutting in March. If he does, he does. I think the smart thing, if he's going to do any cutting, depending on the economic data he's looking at, it probably shouldn't happen until the summer. All right? Glenn, come up to Maine and go put some lobster. I'm not doing that. Oh, hell no. Lobsters bite, and they be snapping fingers and stuff. You know, you ever be looking at, what is it, the fish thing? What's the fish thing on TV, Joey? When they go out, on all the boats go out and they go all that crabbing. What's that called? Anybody know? Huh? The what?
Deadliest catch?
The deadliest catch. Yeah, I'm not doing none of that. I couldn't be that guy sitting out there. I can't be doing that. Joey can do that. I'm not doing that.
That's not the same as going lobster fishing.
Well, lobster, crab is all the same thing. All right? Lobster, crab is all the same thing. I have subscribed to all the software, but trying to learn how to use them. However, Uncle Glenn is the best that ever happened to me. I'm just a person, Amir. I appreciate I appreciate the kind words, but I'm just a guy. I am just a guy. And Joey, Amir is looking to meet Joey. All right, next story. If you follow me on Twitter, I always post a lot about the job cuts. But look at this. Job cuts rose. Ooh, I can't move it. Job cuts rose in 2023. You know why? Because of the high inflation, high interest rates. Companies were having a hard time conducting business, because if they needed to borrow money, it was going to be at a much higher interest rate. But look at the companies that did the most job cuts, but technology was the biggest mover. It just goes to show that at some point in time, you can do more with less. That you can do more with less. And that's exactly what this shows, because the majority of the job cuts came from technology. But look at this: retail, healthcare, financial, And if you follow me on Twitter, I always post, not always, but I post a lot about the job cuts because I think going into the new year, a lot of companies have guided lower. And we're going to probably see what starts happening in quarter one with earnings. People will probably still meet earnings, but they guided lower from the last earnings report. Boeing, man, every time Boeing looks like it's going to do good, something happens on a public relations point. Boeing likely won't be affected in long term by the 737 MAX blowout. And then, what's it doing down today? It's down 6.5%. So this story says, oh, it's not going to be likely affected, and it is. And it is. But Boeing got all of the orders coming into the end of last year. People are buying them up. We'll see. We will see. Hey, we saw a lot of these planes at Tampa, didn't we, Joey? We saw a lot of these Alaska planes in Tampa.
Yep.
Right outside the window. All right, so we're going to take a look at Boeing. How about this? Somebody said NVIDIA is rocking. How about this? NVIDIA said to begin a mass production of China-focused AI chip. That's huge. So pulling that business out of China, let's scroll down, reportedly plans to begin a mass production of an artificial intelligence chip designed for China in the second quarter of 2024. Reuters reported that the initial production volume of the H20 chip will be limited, with the company looking at primarily filling orders for major customers. That could put a dent bigly in the China chip business. Aha. It was originally slated for last November. H20 is the most powerful chip of the three China-focused chips developing to comply with the U.S. export restrictions. The chip maker is yet to announce the sale of any of the three chips. That could be big. That's why NVIDIA is moving. Oil falls after Saudi cuts crude prices amid supply competition woes. So we're going to take a look at oil. Crude oil fell about 1% early Monday as Saudi Arabia cut the February selling price of its flagship Arab light crude to Asian customers. China is buying up all this cheap oil, and our oil is like, hey. All right, let's talk about crypto. BlackRock, ARK 21 shares, VanEck set to lower fees for spot Bitcoin ETFs. BlackRock is the big leader in this space for getting the spot ETF for Bitcoin. Disclosed Monday that it proposed spot Bitcoin exchange traded fund plans to charge a fee of 0.3% or 0.3% of the ETF's net asset values, less than some of its rivals. BlackRock is making it happen, folks. When it happens, now the problem is the legislation. A lot of people are saying that the legislation is spotty, that it may or may not condone the spot ETF on Bitcoin. Elon says oil will get cheaper as EV adoption rate ramps up in 2024 and beyond. Thank you for that, U12. Amir, step 2, watch every software how-to video on the right side of the trading tab. Oh, you know something? Let me do this real quick. Especially a lot of you guys that have the VectorVest software, I'm going to show you something. If you go to the training tab right here, see in the top left-hand corner? No, you don't. That's because, see in the top left-hand corner? This is for everybody who's new to the VectorVest software. A lot of you probably became new subscribers this weekend. I want to show you something. Go to the training tab and go, you see that it says software how-to videos? Let's click on it. I've done a video, and this is within the VectorVest software. I've done a video on every tab in the software. Every tab. So for those of you who have never seen it, I did this a few years ago. Yes, they are old. They are old videos, but I don't want you to hone in on just how old they are. I want you to hone in on the practicality behind using each and every tab. All right, so let me ask you a question. Did everyone know that this was here? Type a 1 if you knew it was here. Type a 2 if you did not. While you're answering that, Uncle Glenn, what is your opinion of the rumors of a possible deflation here and globally? How would it affect the market? Deflation is not good, Siberia. Deflation is not good. And do I know that it's here? I don't. I'm not sure that. And when I think the deflation is here, I'll do a video on it. When I think that it's here, I'll do a video on it. All right? That's the way I'm going to answer that question. For everyone who's typing 2 that you didn't know about the navigation series, go watch them. All right, go watch them. You want to learn about each and every tab in the VectorVest software, go check it out. All right. What's my next story? NVIDIA, oil, BlackRock. Oh, Inspire. Now, everybody knows out there that my wife, hold on, U12 says, Dr. Glenn, with all the advancement in AI, is there a plan to introduce Just Do It in VectorVest this year? You know, I've got to think that we're looking into an AI aspect to add to the software, but I don't know that for sure. You would think that with the advent of how popular AI is, you would think that we would be looking into adding that into the software. I think we probably are or should be, but I don't know. I totally don't know. All right. Akshaya says that's the first thing you watch when you subscribe, they say. And Akshaya, I agree with that. You want to learn about each and every tab in the software, those videos will help you. Now, everyone knows that Janet, my wife, is a respiratory therapist. Inspire, if you've seen the commercials, is something that they implant in you, and without having to wear a mask like I sometimes do or sometimes don't. All right? I'm not always compliant, as my wife says. But I asked her about this. I said, what do you think about this, dear? She says, it's something that they insert that goes to something up in your neck to shock your or make the back of your throat stay open so you don't snore. So she says to me, if you're comfortable with having something put in your chest, then go for it. Other than that, she's of the mindset of just staying compliant with your CPAP. All right, so that's the way I look at it. Badger says, I was in the audience when you did the navigation training series. They are still accurate and will help a new VectorVest subscriber to maximize the value of the use of the software. Thank you for that. Hopefully they are looking into adding AI, especially with VectorVest migrates to the web-based program. Again, I don't know. I honestly don't know. But I would think that they are. All right. And Neil, I'm with you. I think oil is manipulated. All right. But it's moving. Said Monday that it expects the revenue for the fiscal year 2024 to be in the range of 775 to 785 million, which is a 24 to 26% increase over 2023. This is a stock I want you to keep your eyes on, I think. All right, next story, Johnson & Johnson. Big stock move today. AM up 100%. Johnson is going to be buying the developer of that, and that's for $2 billion, jumping that stock up today. And then I've got a few other bio stocks that are on the move today. HARP is up 111%. AM up 97%. Aclarion, ACON, up 73%. And Solid Biosciences up 56%. And Universe Pharmaceuticals up 28%. A lot of movement on the pharmaceuticals today, so we'll take a look at that to see if any of these stocks are well worth it. Corey says, welcome back to Carolina, Glenn. Great job this week, and thank you very much for that. Thank you very much. CPAP doesn't have to be a mask more. Listen, the only thing I don't like about my mask is the unit has a humidifier in it, but in the middle of the night, I'm all dried out. And I don't know why that is. But I put distilled water in it, and I get all dried out. Next thing you know, it's off my face. RXRX is moving. That's another stock that I like, especially for AI in healthcare. All right. Are we still waiting for the primary wave to turn green before we buy anything? Mark, I am still of the mindset that the DEW is up, that the confirmed call is up. I think we got a little bit more upside before we totally pull back. All right, the primary wave is down. We had one red light in the color guard price column over the last week. I'm of the mindset there's still a little bit of upside, but if I buy anything up to the upside mark, I've got really tight stops on it. Does that answer your question? All right, does that answer your question? Hopefully it does. One last thing before we get back into the software. We have a free portfolio challenge coming up, the VectorVest Portfolio Challenge. I need everybody in here to do this real quick. Go to www.vectorvest.com/PC. I'm going to rate because I want all of you to do that real fast. Go to www.vectorvest.com/PC. Let me know when you've got there. All right, I'll wait. Nobody got there? Nobody typed in the room that they got there. Not a one. Sigh. All right. Once you get there, though, it's free. Once you get there, click on Start the Challenge, but it gives you some information on what it's all about and something that I did a little promotional video on. Why is this crucial for your investing success? Is that the one I wanted? No, this is what I wanted. This is what you'll get access to for the free portfolio challenge. A game plan. All right, live training webinars, step-by-step videos, action items, live Q&A sessions, private coaching group. Folks, this thing is free, and you're getting all of this for free. Go to www.vectorvest.com/PC. Click on anywhere where it says sign up today, start your portfolio challenge. Now, let me start it up real quick. Let me show you how quickly you can do it. Click on it. Oh, and it's done. Join the challenge now. Look at this. It's a $475 value you're getting for free. Join the challenge today. There's my name. Nope, not that email. Glenn T at VectorVest.com. I'm not putting a password in here, but that's all you got to do. Sign in. Oh, I'm already a member. Oh, I need to create an account. There it is. So put your information right in there. Click on sign in. And that's how easy it is to do that. Is there a prize? A prize for what, Bill? It's free. It appears you are a VectorVest employee. This may cause problems. All right, so it knows I'm an employee. And there you go. I didn't have to pay anything. Look at that, Bill. And you're asking, is there a prize? And you're asking, is there a prize? It's free. Sigh. Sigh. Is there a prize for signing up for something that's free? Really? All right. So I need you guys to go do that. Go to www.vectorvest.com/PC for portfolio challenge. All right. Now let's get into the software. Let's get into the software. Where am I going? I don't know. There we go. We go here. All right. Let's go to the viewers tab. Let's go find watch list viewer. Let's go look at the indices for today. No, I don't want to look. I want to look at the indices. What kind of market do we have today? Look at that mixed market. The Qs are up. Almost 1.5%. The Qs are up almost 1.5%. You got to take it with, and they're still rocking. The VIX is slightly up today, but until the VIX gets to a price of about $20, there's not a heightened level of fear in the market. We need to pay money to make their system better, I guess. Need to pay who? Make it better? I'm sorry, what are you saying? You know something? Can we talk? Sometimes there's just no pleasing nobody. Can I get an amen? Can a brother get an amen? Sometimes there's just no pleasing nobody. Can I get an amen on that? It's free. It's free. I'm trying. It's okay. I'm trying. Hi, Charlene. I met Charlene. Charlene was wonderful. It was funny. Charlene was like, well, I saw her name on the sheet. I was like, Charlene, where's she at? And she was like, listen, I was just waiting to have an opportunity when you weren't busy to talk to you. And we talked. It was awesome. It was awesome. Gosh, meeting you guys. Marty I met last year. Again, the cigar thing was really cool. The cigar thing was really, really, really cool. So we're going to do that again. We're going to do that again next year. So for all of y'all who come live, bring your cigars. For all of y'all who come live, bring your cigars. Akshaya says, I know, I was kidding. Already paid a ton of money. Okay. Man, Akshaya, I was sad for a second. I was a little sad. All right, let's go look at the stocks that made the big news today. My viewer is different than yours, says Amir. How? Because you ain't got this viewer. I was in the stock viewer a minute ago. For those dipping their toes in the crypto, the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust is a good stock to have. I'm holding my shares until I need the money. Nothing wrong with there. Do we get, Marty said he's going to be there again next year. Bobby, stop typing in caps. Did you talk politics and Biden? I did talk. And Marty, we did talk a little bit of politics, didn't we? Marty, we did talk a little bit of politics, just a little bit, because I didn't want people getting all, pissy in the pants over stuff. But we did talk a little bit. I told you, outside of VectorVest, I would have done it. And I did, after getting a couple of drinks. Now that I'm getting all the software, I'm more confused. Stop it, Amir. Sigh. Do we get access to the software for... Yes, I do believe you do. That's a good question. Joey, do you know? If they get... You got to. I think you have to. Hold on, let me go find it. You have to. Let's go back to VectorVest. Let's do this again. www.vectorvest.com/. You have to. You have to. Are you ready? We're subscribed. Free portfolio. Here's the what you get. Why it's important. You'll get access to a game plan, 5-step teaching you. I believe you do. But I don't want to. I'll find out. I'll let you know Wednesday. How about that? I'll let you know on Wednesday. Boston, do you know? Boston, there it is. Thank you. It's 30 days access to the 15-minute delay software. There you go. Thank you, Boston. You do get access, 30 days access to VectorVest intraday. Who's typing one in the room? Why are you typing in the room? That really should be. I agree with you, Joey. It should be there. It should be there somewhere that says you get 30 days access to the software. I'm with you on that, Joey. Why are y'all typing one in the room? Kirby's just doing it now to get under my skin. Thank you. It was good seeing Sherry. Stop it. It was good seeing Sherry there. You and Sherry there. I told Janet everything she said. Tell Sherry that I told Janet everything she said. All right. Would you prefer money? Don't start. Why? Why are y'all messing? Why are y'all picking? Stop picking. Stop picking. All right, let me minimize this. So I want to look at these pharmaceutical stocks that are moving today. I want to see if any of them are worth it. Let's see if all of them are up. All of them are up today. Charlene is laughing because y'all are messing with me. Bill gives me 2 stocks. I didn't ask for your stocks yet, Bill. ETHE and GSOL. All right. Sigh. Boston J is the what? Nope. I'm not getting triggered off that. It's okay. Let's view the stock graph. Stop it, Joey. Nope. That's unpin. All right, let's go look at these stocks. I'm not getting triggered. Interesting in HARP. Look at this. Look at all that volume today. Look at that jump. What don't I like about this? All right, what don't I like about this? Look at that stock. What don't I like about it? Type it in the room. There's one big thing I don't like about that. Now, I do like that even all this little sideways move, trend was in place by way of the MPI, and actually trigger was in place, the gap. Gaps like to be filled. But you know what's interesting is I don't see a lot of profit taken. Very interesting. Normally when a stock jumps like this, we see a big wick to the downside. There's no profit taking. Oh, that's right. That's why. No, there's no, because they're getting, no. Harpoon is not a buyout. AM was a buyout. I think AM, I didn't know that, hold on, I didn't know that Harp was a buyout. Actually, I might be right. Yep, Merck picked them up. Never mind. Merck picked them up. Johnson & Johnson picked up AM. All right, then never mind. Leave that alone. That's why there's no wick. That's why there's no wick to the downside. That's a buyout. All right, so I wouldn't touch that. AM, I know is a buyout. Johnson & Johnson is taking them. All right, so neither one of those would I buy. This is what I'm looking for. All right, so news on UPC. I got a wick here, a little bit, but the body is still bigger than the wick. If you got into this stock on the news, let me give you a point side. That's not what I'm looking for. Let me give you a point where I would get out right at that level of the swing high. All right, if it goes below $2.01, I wouldn't. That's a lot of profit taken. It's probably going down. All right. I do have trigger. I do have trend. Those are bullish positive. But I would look at, if it doesn't go down this low and break below, it might have some opportunities to still go back higher. Acon did, and that was a split a few days ago. That was profit taking. That's why it's a closed candle. Wouldn't take that. I don't have trigger or trend. That was just news driven, and a lot of people took profits on that to close that candle. High risk profit taking would be my first question, but looking further, you will see the buyout news. There you go. Where can I find the rules of a confirmed call? Primary wave, GLB. JP, give our product support staff a call. All right, because there are rules, and there's an easy way to find that. If I got some time, remind me. I can try to show it to you. For those new to the candlestick, a wick at the top is a pullback on an hourly chart. And that's why in that, this one here, this is a pullback. But I do have a solid level of a swing high. I got a solid level of a swing high that if it doesn't go below that, it's probably still has some upside. What is dinging? What the hell is dinging? I heard ding, ding. This is profit taking. There's the gap up, but we're getting right back to where the gap was. That's profit taking. And that goes right with, who just said that? That goes right with what Dave C said. That's, no matter what, and that's on the end of day, that's profit taking. Would I take that? Probably not. What is binging? Oh, that's the bell outside. Man, I'm like, what the hell is bing? I was like, what's dinging? Joey installed that so that we can hear it. And then he didn't say nothing. He should have said, Glenn, that's the bell. No, he just wants to hear me say, I'm hearing things in my head. Sigh. You heard it. I know you heard it. Anyway, Inspire, news on them, a little bit of a doji. I got more buying pressure on Inspire than selling pressure. I'd be careful with that. You know what I would look to get into that? If it goes above that 3-month high of 206.90. That's where I'd be in it. If you bought it on the news, though, to get out of it, I'd look at this gap of 183. All right? I'd look at this, actually a little lower than that, at about 181. All right? So those are those medical stocks that moved up on the news. Let's go take a look at the other ones. Boeing is getting beat up. Sigh. Poor Boeing. Let's view the stock graph. NVIDIA, man, is still killing it. NVIDIA is still, look at that level of my swing high right here. It's sitting at about 504.35. Broke through today. Broke through. We both have trend and trigger and good volume. And good volume. Indoor voice. Am I not using my indoor voice? Hi, Lee. Ice cream truck outside. Really? Do. How many of y'all remember the Eddie Murphy skit on ice cream? Ice cream. I got some ice cream. I got some ice cream. And you don't got. And you don't got. How many? Just type of 1 if you remember that. Type of 1 if you remember that. Ice cream. Type of 1 if you remember that. Let's go to the next one. Look at that. BlackRock. BlackRock is going to be on the move too. TGTXN. Yeah. BlackRock is going to still stay on the move as long as the news is positive for legislation on the spot ETF for Bitcoin. Look at that. Look at that gap and look at where it's trading at, which is 782.44. Look at that level. That's a beautiful level of support. Might be about losing trigger, but it's moving. What else is here? USO. Oil is just getting killed. Whether it's USO or UCO. UCO would be the same, right? UCO. Yep. I'm not ready to touch oil still. They look exactly the same. Wow, look at that. They look exactly the same. I'm not ready to touch oil yet. I think oil should be skyrocketing. It should be. With all of the supply issues, it should be skyrocketing. All right, you bought TGTX this morning. Charlene, why? Well, retail is on the rise. We'll take a look at that. Probably no one under 45 remembers the ice cream thing. That was a long time ago. My parents used to tell me the ice cream truck bell was the guy sharpening knives. Wow. Why would they do that? Boeing, big hit. Prior to that, though, they were falling. And, it's weird that they would be falling, keep getting order after order after order after order after order. Here's the gap. That's a big gap. Look at the rebound, though. Open candle. People still believe in it enough. And the trend is there. The trigger got hit to the downside, but trend is still there. So they don't have to buy the ice cream? No. What? Where did that come from, son? 3-time oil shorts. I know. I'm not ready to touch oil. All right. I might bypass all of this other stuff and go straight to the weekly picks. What else do I want to talk about? Let me give you some fish. I am going to give you some fish. MPI, 1 day optionable. I only got 3 stocks. I'd only pay attention to this one since it's up. It's tough in the current market, but keep your eyes on INGM. Let me go take a look at it. View the stock graph. INGM. It's MPI one. It's choppy all over the place, but I got trend and trigger. If I'm thinking about getting into this, even with trend and trigger, let's go look at the swing high of 664. That's where I'd be buying into it. If it doesn't get above that, I wouldn't touch it. All right, if it doesn't get above that, I wouldn't touch it. Here's my MPI 3 days. I got some stocks moving there. Oops, let's go take a look. These are fish. You hear that, Amir? These are fish. 3 day. I like this. Trigger. Stock is moving. I don't like the gapiosity of it. There's my horizontal line. I'm not even going to go to the high. I'm going to go here. If it goes above 2209, trigger and trend are both there. It is moving from the bottom left to the top right. I do like this bounce and fading. It's starting to fade the gap. Gaps like to be faded. I do like this bounce. This is a preliminary move. There's the trigger on RT and rising volume. Trend is not there, but I like the move above this trigger, above this level of resistance and fading the gap. Keep your eyes on NVDL. That is the single ETF for NVIDIA. I like that. I do like that. BLX, Bank Foreign, pulled back, but still above the gap. I like the move bottom left, top right, trigger and trend. Volume was rising. I like this play on the 3 day MPI. Yang, I'm not a big fan of it. It met the criteria, but I'm not a fan of all the gappiness. But if you decide to get into it, I'd look at 5 cents higher than the high. The high is at 15.34. Anyone got good oil plays? I have. Anyone got a good oil play? Oh no. I know the BA plane malfunction is what's driving Boeing down. We're going to go look at SMCI. SMCI. Stop putting stocks in here. I didn't tell any of you to put stocks in here yet. All right? The next one that puts a stock in here is going to go to timeout. Watch Kirby put a stock in here. Short oil. Why? I wouldn't short oil. I would just buy the contra for oil. Joey puts in extra off. I'm not putting in extra off. Not putting in extra off. Wow, there you go, Charlene. So I said to Charlene, why did you buy? How about it met the MPI, Charlene? How about it met the Charlene? You did a good job then. I can't doubt you on that. You go, Charlene. That's high five, Charlene. Put your hands up. Do it. Put your hands up. High five. All right. That's awesome. I like that play. And it hit the MPI 3-day. I liked it. Good play, Charlene. Now, let me give you a point of where to get out. See this swing high? It's going to serve as a good level of support. If it breaks down below that, you should be out of it. Or if it keeps going up, at some point in time, depending on how much you're up, don't be afraid to take half off the table. Don't be afraid to take half off the table. So look at that. Michael did a slick way of putting a stock here. Oh, did you see Crocs today? I just said no stocks, Michael. You heard me say that. I know you did. But you did a little sneak way on getting the stock up there. And so did Inlay. I hope I said that right. Cold. You know something? Whether it's cold or boil, those are the two most volatile stocks in the market. Unless you can deal with the volatility, I'm not going to tell any of you to buy either one of those. I'm not going to tell either. Way to go, John. Put another stock in there. I'm not going to tell you to buy either one of those. Well, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Put one more stock. That's going to be your 10th stock. Put one more stock. It's going to be your 10th stock. Y'all didn't want to listen. So that's going to be your 10th stock. All I'm looking for is one more stock now. Contras, are they moving yet? Me sneaky. I just wear sneakers. I got you, Michael. Even on a mixed day today, there it is. Sky W. There it is. Nope. Sky W. Even on a mixed day today, the SVIX is up. Bank D, look at that, Oxshire. Bank D is on the rise. And S-Dow, that's it. So even on a mixed day, not a lot of contras moving. I was in Hibbs. Why don't I have Hibbs in here? I'm in Hibbs. SQ, and I think I still own SQQQ. Where's Hibbs? Hibbs is getting its butt kicked. And SQQQ is getting, both of my contras are getting their butts kicked today. It's all right. Glenn, you mentioned turning your $2,000 into it was $1,000 into $80,000 trading the Q options. What is the point in time strategy that worked? The biggest thing that helped me during that time was the market was getting its butt kicked. A lot of that was made during 2007, 2008, when the market was getting killed. The majority of that money was made playing the market to the downside. All right? It's only mixed day due to Boeing. And I got you, Bill, but I think that backs up what you're saying because not a lot of contras are moving. Bank U is way up. It is taking a breather, plus everyone is waiting for the big bank results this Friday. I'm waiting for the regionals to hit. Bank of America is announcing Friday. I'm wondering what you think it will do. I don't know. I don't know what it's going to do. Why do y'all think that I can prognosticate? Bank of America, BAC. Why do y'all think that I can prognosticate what the stock is going to do? I can't do that. It's got trend. Well, what is this? Is this fibs? I got fibs on this. I don't know how to use fibs. I really don't. So I ain't going to talk about it. 3 months, it's moving up. But going into earnings, what is it doing? It's moving sideways. Going into earnings, where's relative safety on here? I want to add relative safety. Relative safety is at 0.96. We'll see. I wonder, I'm probably going to do a video on Friday of all of the banks that report. I might just do that. Aren't you a weatherman? No, I ain't a weatherman. I know what the weather is when my watch tells me. Right now it's 45 degrees outside. That's about it. Because you are I ain't never doing Professor Profit again. All right? I'm not ever doing Professor Profit again. That was a big flop. It was Joey's idea to do Professor Profit too. It was all Joey's idea to do. That was all Joey's idea. All right. let's go look at your stocks. No, I got picks. Did I do picks to this week? I did. Do this real quick. Yep, these are my picks for you today. The MPI enhanced with this, that's where I got these stocks from. And I cherry picked them. MPI enhanced with CI greater than 1. All right. So here's my 5 picks for you today. Do with them as you wish. Do with them as you wish. All right. So take a screenshot. Those are my picks going into the week. All right. Let's go look at your picks. Weekly customer picks. I got my 10 stocks already. Aquesta, AQST, Questive. ETHE. Do I have that? I didn't think I did. I don't have. So I get to get one more stock. Joey will tell me what the stock is. I get to pick one more stock. Comma TGTX. Yeah. GSOL. Let's try that again. GSOL, comma. What? I don't have GSOL? Well, that's 2 stock picks I got extra. Joey will give them to me when it comes time for it. TGTX. SMCI. Comma GCT, comma Crocs, comma KOLD, which I really don't want to look at. ELF, comma SKYW. Joey, give me 2 more stocks. Never mind. Sorry I woke you up. Comma. We don't track crypto. We don't track crypto. And I'll do Toyota Motors. We don't track crypto. We don't track currencies. We don't track. I'll put one more. TOST. Is that toast 3? Yeah, it is toast. I like. How many of y'all have eaten at toast? I like toast. I like toast.
It's okay.
I like toast. We got one in Mooresville. No, we got one in Davidson. James says, "How do you take a pick?" Joey, can you tell him what to do? Can you do it from the screen? All right. Laura says, AQST, big FDA coming up. I'm going to write that down as a possible video, Laura. I think I'm going to write that down as a possible video. Let me take a look at that as a possible video. There is one in downtown Mooresville. You know what I like in Mooresville? In Mooresville, Boston, can you tell them what to do to take a pic? Oh, you know something? Write them down while I'm talking. All right. So, you know what I like in Mooresville? First Watch. It started all the way out in, not Cornelius, and what's the other place by Kannapolis? It started all the way out there. I love it. I love it. Janet and I go to First Watch a lot. All right. Who asked me about the picture? James, did you get the pick? Did you get the stocks? I'm going away from it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. James, you should have them all down. You should have. Oh, and Marker is right. Why not use your iPhone to take a picture? I didn't think about that. All right. What was I doing? Oh, weekly customer picks. Let's go take a look before we go. Jeremy says, I still can't see them. Why could I just had them up there, Jeremy? I just had them up there. All right. From a VST perspective, you guys gave me all decent stocks. All of them have a VST above 1 except Cold. Cold, again, is one of the most volatile stocks. I wouldn't tell anybody to buy it unless you like volatility and you can trade it. All right, all of the RTs, 2 stocks have an RT below 1. So that's Toyota Motor and Cold. 1, 2, 3 have an RV below 1. And interesting about Aquesta, it might have an FDA thing coming out, overvalued, not fundamentally sound. Earnings growth only at 2. Sorry. Who talked to me about it being an FDA thing? Young lady just said that. Who said that? I know you did. They're all fuzzy on my screen. You got to reset. I'll show it one more time before we leave, Jeremy. Go to the little cog at the bottom of the video. You can refresh. Or just hit the refresh button on the screen. All right. Who just told me about Aquesta? I need to see, because it's not a good stock. and it's moving. If it's an FDA thing coming up, let me see what I can find out about it. But nothing good about it. But if there's an FDA thing going on with it, thank you, Joey. If there's an FDA thing going on it that could get us a head start outside of this 11%, I'll do a video on it. How about that? Who asked me, though? Nobody. Who asked me? Dang it, y'all going to make me look. I was trying to be lazy. I was. Who asked me? Crocs earning guidance. Wow. Still nobody. Hello, fellow. First watch is great. I know. I got to have it. All right. Crocs is on here. Wow. Was that an earnings play? Anyway, let's go look at these stocks. Right click. Oh, no, nothing in here is a sell today. Let's view the stock graph. Let's do this all real quick. So a comment came out and said, you need to do a better job of letting us know when to get in. SMCI is on the run. Look at the volatility. If you don't like volatility, stay away. I do have trigger. I do have trend. If you're going to think about getting in, this is where I'm going to tell you to get in at about 12 cents higher than the high. 12 cents higher than the high. I like the rebound off of this level of support. It broke through a level. I don't know where that came from. There's a gap. That's a good level. It broke through that. If it breaks 12 cents higher than that, that's when I would think. I do like the rising volume as well. ELF. I like the move coming off of this support. I do have trigger and trend. I'd be looking at 12 cents higher than the high. Love the move. I'm looking at 12 cents higher than the high for confirmation. GCT, I'm looking at 12 cents higher than the high today. 12 cents higher than the high today. I love the move on this. Bottom left, top right. Bottom left, top right. All right. I like this play too. Look at that. Sky West, bottom left, top right. Coming off a level of support right here. Swing low. I'm looking at 12 cents higher than the high. A little bit of a channel. The trend is there, though. If you want to buy it now because of the trend, fine. If you do, I'd use this level of support as a level to get out. But if you want to wait for more confirmation, I'm looking at 12 cents higher than that high right there. Next one, Crocs. This is because of earnings. Was this an earnings play? No, it's not an earnings play. Earnings forecast, maybe? Big jump. Big jump. I don't know what the news is. On big volume, I don't have trend or trigger. If you jumped it, I'm going to use this level of the low of today's price, or where it opened. If it goes down below that level, you probably want to get out. Keep in mind, gaps like to be filled, but a lot of volume here. I don't have trend or trigger yet. If this is news driven, that's your hard stop. Thank you. Jeff says pre-announced earnings, and that's what made it jump. But I'm going to give you a hard line in the sand right here. It did start to fade this gap right here too. Next one, Twilio, found a level of support, faded this gap. It's got another gap to fill right here. You know something? Where did that wick stop? Right at the former level of that swing high of 74.53. We lost trigger. We still have trend. I wouldn't even wait for the 3-month high. I would look at 12 cents higher than this swing high to cover and fill that gap. That's what I'd be looking for. All right. Love the move on that. All right. And you saying there's an FDA thing coming out on it? Beautiful level of support. Love it. I'd still look at right now 5 cents higher than the high. It's less than $20. 5 cents higher than the high. I might actually put some money on that. 5 cents higher than the high. I think I like it, especially if it's got some big FDA thing. I'm looking at 5 cents higher than the high. If it goes above that, I think I might hit it. I'm just checking the chat. These look like all good picks. Seems like everyone learned something this weekend about how to pick stocks. I agree with you, Corey. I think they did. All right, let's go next one. Wow, TGTX, Charlene. Good move. If I'm looking at getting in, I'm looking at 12 cents higher than today's high. I'm looking at 12 days higher than today's high. Good move. Like that. Broke through that swing high and got followed through. Good pick, Charlene. Good pick. All right. TM. It's gappy. If I'm looking to get in, I'm looking at that swing high. It's gappy though. Toast. Found the level of support. I'm looking at 5 cents higher than the high. I like the move. 3 days up. I'm looking at 5 cents higher than the high. 5 cents higher than the high. Give me some more confirmation. Cold, I'd stay away from. So you know what, Charlene? I like this stock enough. TGTX. TGTX. I got a portfolio. What do I want to call it? Midday market update? No. What is it? I need to make trending Thursday. I'm going to make a new portfolio. I'm going to add TGTX. Create a portfolio. Didn't I have one in here that said Glenn's Picks? No. Live stream picks. We're going to call it live stream picks. Live stream picks. I'm going to build a portfolio real quick. $100,000 portfolio. We'll keep it that way. None. I'm going to add TGTX to it. Edit. We can do it this way. Viewers. TGTX. I did like that. Add to portfolio. Live stream picks. Next. Action. Buy. Spend. It's a $100,000 portfolio. I'll make that $10,000 per pick. Actually, I can make this as whatever I wanted to make it. We can do up to 100 picks. That gives a lot of room for a lot of y'all's picks. I'm going to do $1,000. Open the portfolio. Charlene, I like that pick enough that we're going to put it into a portfolio that we'll check every day. All right, so we'll do that. As I find more stocks to get into, if I really, really like them, I'll put them into that live stream. Everybody good with that? Yes or no? Everybody good in that? Good for that? Yes or no? But it's got to be a stock that I really, really like. Trend. I like the volume. I might have to take that too. RXRX. Add a trade. RXRX. Buy. RX. Oh, that's silent. Son of a gun. RXRX. Right. Get the price now. Shares. I'm going to put $1,000 investment. This gives me an opportunity to put up to 100 stocks in here, folks. Apply. Okay. Yes. And I need to put stops on these. I'll determine what kind of stops I want. No, see, listen, if I don't want to put the stock in because I didn't look at it, stop making me put stocks in. Dang it. GCT, 3 months. Oh, okay, I want that too. Yeah, I want that. Okay. Sigh. I'm sorry I yelled at you. Jeez, I'm sorry I yelled at you. Buy GCT. All right. Get the price. Target 1,000. Apply. Okay. All right. It's in there now. I'm going to come up with whatever stops I think are. Let me see. I'm going to fiddle around with this to determine what my stops are. All right. But today, right now, these are stocks that live stream picks. This will come from any of the live streams that we do. All right. Whether it's this one, whether it's Trending Thursday, whether it's midday market action with me and Ryan. That's why I made it $1,000 per, because we can do up to 100 stocks in there. U12 wanted me to know that he's the one that discovered GCT. All right. There you go. There you go. All right. So we'll see. We're going to keep our eyes on this throughout the year. We're going to see how good stock pickers you are. All right. Wow. How much did Joey pay you for that? No. How much did Joey pay you for that, Corey? How much did Joey pay you for that? How much did Joey pay you for that? Whatever. All right, that's fine. You don't want to go down that path. When I go out of my way to do a lot of stuff for you outside of what I do, you're going to come at me that way, right? All right, that's fine. I'm going to start, Charlene, you know what I'm going to start doing? I'm going to start being I'm going to be a monotone frat boy. You hear this, Charlene? It's all because of them. I'm going to be a monotone frat boy. Okay, Charlene, thank them for it. Thank them for it. That's what I'm going to be. That's what I'm going to be. Corey says he's going to put himself in timeout now. That's what I'm going to be, a monotone frat boy. It's fine. I tried to go above and beyond because I love you. That's all right. All right, I got to go. Charlene says, please, no. I know. Hey, if you hadn't hit the like button yet, do it. We only got 66 likes. How do we only have 66 likes? That is ridiculous. That is ludicrous. That's ludicrous. Get it up to 100 before we leave. All right. Thank you guys again for meeting you in Tampa, for all the people I met in Tampa. I got a lot of things planned on YouTube for you guys going. As you saw those portfolios, I want the new people to see that a lot of this stuff that we talk about, let's go see how it really works in real life on these portfolios. All right. If you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, this is what we do every day. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon. If you haven't hit the like button yet, I don't know what else I need to do for you to hit the like button. I traded NKTX this morning. Profit was able to cover my renewal for the number 3 package. Wow, Drew. Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. When are you coming to New Jersey? Not to the summertime. I ain't coming up there now. Joe Mama said, late to the party, had to take a tour of the Sandals Resort. We're at Jamaica this week. Enjoy the weather, my friend. All right, I got to go. With that, adios, arrivederci, ciao, au revoir, sayonara, aloha to all my peeps in Hawaii. Still praying for my people in Israel. Odabo. I hope I said that right. Bon dia, salam, shalom, namaste, yasu. Until next time, folks. See ya.